Good evening. Welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Burgeo was hit with a dandy of a storm on Monday, power outage on Monday night, Irving tank took a tumble on Monday, highlights from the budget, Wednesday of next week, March 20th, will mark the first day of spring, unpredictability of the Burgeo Road, and more, so please stay tuned. Burgeo was hit with a raging windstorm on Monday of this past week. The extremely high winds caused severe damage to several homes in Burgeo, including this one owned by the hospital and presently occupied by Nurse Gielgadet and family. Don Dalman also lost most of the siding off of one side of his house. A large number of shingles also blew off of the high school. They could be seen as far up the road as Benoit's convenience store. A small section of siding came off of the This and That shop, just to name a few. There was also a large number of wires knocked down, including cable wires, phone wires, and power lines. There were approximately 25 or 30 cables down this past. This storm also caused a storage tank owned by Irving Oil to come loose from its mounting and blow over almost onto the road. Around 5:30 p.m. on Monday night, this tank owned by Irving Oil fell almost onto the road. This tank was not in use and didn't give any possibility of an oil spill. The tank contained water only. It did, however, pose a risk to pedestrians because it was on the embankment ready to fall onto the road. The tank was chained on and that section of the road closed for nearly 24 hours until 2 boom trucks could come out from Corner Brook to remove it. The tank was resting on power lines which posed risk, but it was removed without any major catastrophes, and the tank is now on the old plant wharf waiting to be disposed of. The tower on the end of the Coast Guard wharf couldn't take the wind either, and it buckled under the pressure. This tower, located at the Coast Guard lifeboat station, couldn't stand up to the wind on Monday night, and as a result, it bent under pressure. Along with the storm, problems on the poles in the vicinity of Midtown Grocery caused power outages within our community. These power lines crossing the road near Scotiabank and Midtown Grocery gave a lightning effect on Monday as the wind caused them to strike together, lighting up the skies during the power outage. The hydro workers are to be commended for working in the storm to restore power. Thanks, guys. Wednesday of next week, March 20th, is the first day of spring, which will hopefully mean that summer isn't too far beyond. The days are getting longer, and spring is almost here, which means that hopefully days like these aren't too far behind.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go, Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. Everybody knows a little place like Kokomo. Now if you wanna go and get away from it all, go down to Kokomo. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go?
We have some highlights from the budget for you now. Hopefully on next week's program we will have the council report, which will focus to some extent on how the budget will affect our community. Following are just a few highlights from the budget which will affect our community. There's a long-range plan to rationalize healthcare services, resulting in 360 acute care beds being closed and the conversion of a number of underutilized acute care facilities into community healthcare centers. All nursing home beds will remain open and an additional 78 long-term care beds will be funded. Funding of $25 million is provided for capital improvements in the healthcare system. Approximately $106 million will be earmarked for road construction. November 1st, 1991, a $50 per month fuel allowance for months of November through April for social assistance recipients living on the island who maintain households and do not have heat included in the cost of rent. A $55 per month social assistance supplement for qualifying single parents, and increased funding for home support services and community-based services. The fuel tax will be fixed at the current levels of 13.7 cents per liter for gasoline and 15.6 cents per liter for diesel to provide more certainty and stability for government and consumers. Park fees will be increased and seniors charged. Weekly and seasonal park permits will be eliminated. And partridge licenses will be combined and a free small game snaring license will be provided to persons 15 years of age and under. A few of the main elements of the 1991-92 budget strategy.
Good evening. On behalf of the Burgeo Lioness Club, I would like to inform the general public about the Daffodil Day. It is the first time that the Canadian Cancer Society has contacted Burgeo for this particular fundraising project. The Lioness Club has agreed to organize this campaign, as we all feel it is a worthwhile cause. There will be Lioness members taking orders at the Burgeo Food Center and Midtown on Thursday, March the 21st. Also, all organizations will be contacted. Anyone from the general public who would like to order fresh cut daffodils can contact Mrs. Paulette Geste at 886-2200. The daffodils will be sold in bunches of 10 for $5 a bunch. Delivery of daffodils is scheduled from April the 9th to the 12th. A notice will be on BBS on the arrival of daffodils. The deadline for ordering is March the 27th. During 1990, each one of us has probably been touched in our families, friends, or acquaintance with some form of cancer. Together, we can let them know that we are continuing to think and help in the only way that we know, to raise funds for research so that cancer will be wiped out in our lifetime. Thank you for your support. With your help, we will succeed. Thank you.
Burgeo Road has been just as unpredictable as the weather over the past week. It has been open and closed more times this week than the rest of the winter combined. Burgeo Road was blocked on Monday night. However, on Tuesday morning the road was open for a while, but on Tuesday night it was blocked again. However, Wednesday morning the road was open with narrow sections and equipment was operating, and the Burgeo Road was closed again on Wednesday at 5 p.m. due to the weather conditions. And on Thursday morning the public was advised that the road was open with narrow sections between Buck Lake and Top Pond, and motorists were advised to drive with caution. This footage is from February of 1987 and does not depict the road conditions this past week. Community events. The fire department will be having a TV bingo on Wednesday, March 20th at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available in most stores around town or from any fire brigade member. Please support the fire department. Play TV bingo. The Lioness TV bingo in support of the Minor Hockey League was won by Bertha Warren. Thank you is extended to all who supported the Minor Hockey League. The primary teachers would like to thank all those who helped make their Education Week activities such a success. Special thanks is extended to those parents who donated and served at the Newfoundland Dinner. There will be a practice on Saturday, March 23rd at the Anglican Church for our Palm Sunday church service. All Sunday school teachers and students are asked to be there. Well, that's it for this week. Please stay tuned now for the bandwagon. On behalf of BBS and the BBS volunteers, I'm Dave Cooper. Until next time, have a great week. Good night.